This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. I am Lynn Pence. EBC's Brian Sonson speaks with fitness gurus and learns about one of today's most in-demand fitness regimes, CrossFit. Brian?
Hey everyone, Brian here. Those workouts that you've just witnessed are a culmination of CrossFit. What is CrossFit, you may ask? Today, we're going to learn about the pros and cons of CrossFit while looking at a beginner's point of view into starting out. Let's take a look.
A branded fitness regimen created by Greg Glassman in 2000, CrossFit has trademarked the phrase, "forging elite fitness." According to its website, CrossFit is constantly varied functional movements performed at high intensity. Workouts include calisthenics, Olympic weightlifting, plyometrics, gymnastics, and high-intensity interval training. Reports say CrossFit is now practiced in over 13,000 gyms across the world, with about half of them being in the US alone.
It was tough because CrossFit has such a hold on the legal terminology as far as using CrossFit that even as a level 1 CrossFit coach, I wasn't able to advertise as a CrossFit gym. I could bring you in and I could say, hey, we're gonna do a little bit of CrossFit inside my gym, but you're not allowed to post it. I'm not allowed to say I'm teaching you CrossFit. So in a way, you kind of get bullied into either working for a CrossFit affiliate or becoming a CrossFit affiliate yourself. So after a few years, after being just a functional fitness gym, I decided, hey, it's a good time to become a CrossFit affiliate. And the growth it's still growing within our city now. I think the past 5 years, we've gone from 10 CrossFit gyms to now up to about 35, I'd say.
Now some of you might be wondering if CrossFit is for you. Let's dive in a little further and examine the benefits and setbacks of CrossFit.
As far as benefits are concerned, from a medical standpoint, it's rehearsing what we do in everyday life, right? We squat to sit down, we deadlift to pick something up off the floor. And rehearsing that in the gym and becoming competent in the gym, using an external stimulus, a heavier weight, and still maintaining form allows us to learn how to do those things competently, safely. From a cardiovascular standpoint, obviously metabolic work is beneficial. I also think too, the environment that CrossFit has created as far as constantly being motivating and encouraging to the general gym goer has a significant benefit from a mental aspect.
Do I have the kinesiology awareness and ability to explain every single movement within CrossFit? Absolutely. Do I know how to program appropriately, scale appropriately? Absolutely, but there's a certain level of proficiency I personally would like for myself before I go to obtain that coaching certification. And so I think that that's where CrossFit falls short and does a disservice to a lot of people, in that you have such a wide variety of abilities at that level 1, even at that level 2 coaching cert. Their heart is in it, they respect the movements, and then they get carried away with that number on the bar being more important than the form under the bar. And that is my number 1 beef with CrossFit. It's my number 1 reason I walk away from a box, because at no point is it more important to put up a number than it is to make sure I'm doing it safely and properly.
I think sometimes we get a little bit misguided when we see some of the athletes doing amazing things in competition, thinking that that's how they work out or everyone can work out to that extreme. And so being reasonable as far as your goals and expectations, not everyone can just start out doing a kipping pull-up or a handstand walk. So keeping your expectations and goals reasonable, I think, is really helps to curb some of those negative things that can happen. People performing outside of their given physical ability is really what it comes down to as far as sports injuries.
I always encourage people to at least step in the door and give it a shot. I think people would be shocked on how big we are in concerns of form and having the correct form. We like to walk our members through each workout from a beginner movement to intermediate to advanced. And there's a lot of just personal connection one-on-one to make sure the athletes are comfortable with the movements that they're doing.
And there you have it, everyone. We hope that this exploration to CrossFit was beneficial to all of you. Now you might be wondering if CrossFit might be for you. Who knows? Give it a chance. You might end up becoming an amazing athlete. Signing off with the Las Vegas Bureau, I am Brian Sanson, and I am 1 with 25.
Thanks, Brian. I myself at least exercise 3 times a week. That is today's Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Join us tomorrow for the weekend edition. Visit our website at Eaglenews.PH, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/EagleNewsPH. Thank you for watching. I am Lynn Pence, and I am 1 with 25.